Hey there, Zelda fans! This week's stories include Super NES manuals available for download, Zelda DLC for Monster Hunter Stories gets Western localization, Legend of Zelda Encyclopedia confirmed for America and Europe, and Forever 21 has a new line of Nintendo clothing. I'm Amanda Van Heil with Zelda Universe, and you're watching Zelda News. Remember back when you would buy a new video game and it would include a printed manual, and that would be filled with artwork, a synopsis of the story, and characters and instructions on what buttons to press, and it had that nice fresh video game smell. To give a more authentic feel to the SNES Classic, Nintendo has made available for download the original booklets for every game on the new mini system. These manuals are important pieces of video game history, so I'm really happy to see Nintendo is giving today's players a way to access them. Last year, Legend of Zelda DLC came to Monster Hunter Stories on the 3DS in Japan, and Western audiences have been waiting for this ever since, and as of this week, the free DLC is available to Westerners. In the trailer for the RPG, we see the main character dressed as Link with his feline friend wearing Majora's Mask, and if you're fired up for battle, Epona will carry you there. Also making its way to American and European audiences is one more addition to the Goddess Trilogy collection, the Legend of Zelda Encyclopedia from Dark Horse Comics. The third part of the trilogy follows the Hyrule Historia and Arts and Artifacts books. The Legend of Zelda Encyclopedia holds 320 pages of detailed information about the series. Since the encyclopedia came out in Japan before Breath of the Wild launched, it covers Twilight Princess HD, so no Breath of the Wild. If only it had just come out a little bit later. So the encyclopedia is due to come out in Western audiences of April of next year. Now that video games have become such a bigger part of mainstream culture, you never know where you might find your next new Zelda shirt or accessory. Sephora has Sonic the Hedgehog firming facial treatment after all, which is just a little weird to me. Sonic and Mud Mask just don't seem to go hand in hand. Forever 21 has just launched a Nintendo Collection for guys, ladies, and kids in honor of the Super NES Classic, which is finally out and hopefully you were able to go get one. Included in the collection is a Link to the Past t-shirt, a Super NES long sleeve shirt, Mario Kart tees and hoodies, and my personal favorite, the Mario Windbreaker. Too bad it's not a Wind Waker windbreaker. Oh, you're no fun. And if you've been there before, you know that most of the clothes at Forever 21 are pretty reasonably priced, and the Nintendo Collection is no exception, ranging in price from $14.90 to $34.90. We have a brand new show here at Zelda Universe, Realms of the Wild, a Dungeons & Dragons style RPG show that takes place during the 100-year period mentioned in Breath of the Wild, and you can watch it on our Twitch channel, Zelda Universe TV. Well, that's all for this week, everybody. Thank you so very much for watching, and a big thank you to our Patreon supporters, Joshua Bach, Joshua Lindquist, Shona and David Johnson, Aspen Arts, and Rockley325. And if you'd like a shout out, be sure to support us on Patreon. I'm Amanda Van Heil with Zelda Universe, and I'll see you guys next week.